Learning Unit 3, Voluntary Instruments, Lesson 2, Certificate and Standards. Today we are going to deal in the fascinating world of the certificates and standards. They are the key element in various industries that ensure quality, safety, and consistency. But what exactly are they and why they are so important? So in this lesson we will cover the following certificates: FST, PEFC, ISO 9001, ISO 40001, ISO 40006, and other voluntary instruments. FST certification ensures that products come from responsibly managed forests that provide environmental, social, and economic benefits. It is designed to promote sustainable forestry practices and ensures the forest products are sourced in a way that preserves biodiversity, benefits local communities, and maintains economic viability. It is divided in three main types. The first type is Forest Management Certification. It confirms that a specific area of forest is managed according to FSC rigorous environmental, social, and economic standard. The second type is Chain of Custody Certification. Tracks the paths of the products from forest to the supply chain to the final consumer and ensures that FSC certified material is identified and kept separate from non-certified material throughout the production process. The third type is Controlled Wood Certification. It ensures that non-certified wood does not come from illegal logging, genetically modified trees, or areas where high conservation values are threatened. And what are the benefits of FST certification? FST certification offers numerous benefits for both businesses and environment. Here are some key advantages. Environmental protection promotes sustainable forest management practices that protects ecosystem and biodiversity. Social responsibilities ensures that the rights of workers and local communities are respected and that they benefit from forest resources. Economic viability supports the economic health of the forest-dependent communities and industries by promoting sustainable use of forest resources. And how can company get certificate? To obtain FST certification, a company must undergo an assessment by independent certification body. This involves application. The company applies for certification and selects an accredited certification body. Assessment. The certification body conducts on-site audit to evaluate the company's practices against FST standards. Certification decision. If the company meets the standards, it is awarded FST certification and can use FST label on its product. Another important voluntary certificate is Program for Endorsement of Forest Certification, PEFC. PEFC is an international non-profit organization that promotes sustainable forest management through independent third-party certification. So what is PEFC certification? PEFC certification is another major certification system that promotes sustainable forest management. It ensures that wood and wood-based products are sourced from sustainable managed forests. It is the largest forest certification system globally, covering more than 280 million hectares of forest. What are the benefits of PEFC certification? PEFC certification offers several benefits such as environmental benefits. PEFC ensures sustainable forest management, protecting biodiversity, water resources, and ecosystem. Market and consumer benefits. PEFC certification creates new market opportunities. Legal and regulatory compliance. PEFC certification helps companies comply with international laws like EU timber regulation. Social benefits. PEFC certification promotes fair labor practices and workers' rights. Business benefits. PEFC certification enhances brand image, ensures sustainable material supply, and reduce supply chain risks. Next, that important standard in wood furniture sector is ISO 9001 Quality Management System. ISO 9001 is a globally recognized standard for quality management system developed by International Organization for Standardization, ISO. It provides a framework for organizations to ensure their products and services constantly meet customer and regulatory requirements. ISO 9001 outlines requirements for QMS, including processes for quality planning, control and assurance, as well as methods for monitoring and measuring performance. This is typically carried out by a third-party auditor. Why is ISO 9001 important and why is it required? ISO 9001 is important because it helps organizations to improve their products and services while also increasing customer satisfaction. It is also a requirement for many industries and governments contracts as it demonstrates a commitment to quality management. It is carried out by third-party auditors. Who should use ISO 9001? ISO 9001 it can be used by any organization regardless of size or industry. It is particularly beneficial for organizations that want to improve their quality management system and customer satisfaction. What are the key components of ISO 9001? Quality management principle. This standard is based on 7 principles: customer focus, leadership, engagement of people, process approach, improvement, evidence-based decision making, and relationship management. Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, PDCA. This methodology helps organizations plan processes, implement them, monitor and measure their performance, and take actions to improve. Risk-based thinking. It encourages organizations to identify and addresses risks and opportunities to ensure QMS achieves its intended results. What are the benefits of ISO 9001? Well, there are many. ISO 9001 provides organizations with guidelines for increased efficiency, streamlines processes, cut waste, saving costs, enhances customer satisfaction. It ensures products and services constantly meet customer expectations. Improved risk management. It helps identify and mitigate risk associated with quality management. Global recognition. It demonstrates a commitment to quality, enhancing reputation and competitiveness. Why is ISO 40001 important? Well, ISO 40001 is important because it helps organizations reduce their environmental impact. It helps to improve environmental performance and comply with environmental regulation. Additionally, ISO 40001 can enhance an organization's reputation with customers, investors, and other stakeholders by demonstrating a commitment to sustainability. Which areas are covered by ISO 40001? Well, ISO 40001 covers several key areas related to EMS, such as environmental management system, environmental audits, environmental labels and declaration, life cycle analysis, environmental performance assessment, environmental communication, compliance with legislative and other requirements, greenhouse gas emission monitoring, environmental targets and impact assessment for environmental impact reduction, continuous improvement of environmental management system. What are the benefits of ISO 40001 standard? Implementing ISO 40001 can bring numerous benefits to an organization. Here are some key advantages. Increased trust from customers, investors, the public, and the local community. Improve cost control through conservation of inputs and energy. Reduce risk of liability and consequently cheaper insurance premiums. Easier obtaining of various operating permits. ISO 40001 is just not about compliance, it's about fostering a culture of environment stewardship and continuous improvement. By adopting this standard, organizations can contribute to a sustainable future while also reaping operational and financial benefits. ISO 40006 is an international standard that provides guidelines for incorporating eco-design into EMS. These standards help organizations integrate environmental consideration into product design and development. This standard is easily and effectively integrated with standard ISO 40001. It can be easily applied to any organization regardless of the size or activity sector. The key elements of ISO 40006 are framework and structure. The standard sets out a structured approach for incorporating eco-design into EMS, which is aligned with the PDCA cycle commonly used in management systems. Principles and guidelines. It provides principles and guidelines for eco-design integration, covering regulatory compliance, stakeholder engagement, and continual improvement. Processes and methodologies. ISO 40006 details methodologies to identify access environmental aspects during product or service design and development. Implementation. This standard outlines eco-design strategies tailored to the organization context, processes, and products. Monitoring and review. It covers assessing eco-design initiatives using metric and indicators within the broader EMS. Documentation and record keeping. ISO 40006 emphasize proper documentation for compliance and audit purposes like other ISO standards. Also, there is several other voluntary instruments which provide frameworks and certification that helps organizations and consumers make more sustainable choices, ultimately contributing to environmental protection and improved quality of life. Those are calculation of carbon footprint, Eco-Label, Ecotech Standard 100, GreenGuard, Cradle to Cradle. Those standards are essential for promoting sustainable development and protecting the environment. FST and PEFT ensure that forest products come from responsibly managed forests, which helps to preserve biodiversity and reduce deforestation. ISO 9001 improves the quality of processes and products, which can lead to less waste and more efficient use of resources. ISO 40001 helps organizations reduce their environmental footprint by establishing environmental management systems, while ISO 40006 promotes the integration of eco-design, which reduces the environmental impact of products throughout their life cycle. Together, those standards contribute to more sustainable business operations, reducing negative environmental impacts and promoting the responsible use of natural resources.